being different is okay. December 21, 2013. Present moment way of living is where you get in touch with the now that is at the heart, the center of living effectively. Living in the now moment is the only true way of living. It is progressive, exciting, challenging and incredibly informative. Even if you are looking towards the future, it's important to think of the future as being just another moment to live in the present when it arrives. And remember, dear hearts, you can't begin living the future until it arrives. We know how difficult life can be. It is filled with new challenges where the level of difficulty can change at a moment's notice. Part of your journey that encourages you to live in the now moment is learning how to get rid of your need and demand for fairness within society and within relationships. As you move along your divinely chosen path, regardless what that path is, you learn what defines you and what does not. You begin to make plans that will aid you to achieve certain personal goals, and one of the most important lessons, dear hearts, is learning to not compare yourself with another, dear soul. When you are done your day with the work you do, it is okay to reflect on the day's events, but steer your busy mind away from overthinking and allow your whole self to rest, and remind yourself you did your best and you as you are enough. It is important to recognize that each person is different, and you are different, and that is okay. However, your emotional life may be independent of what other dear souls are doing. We observe so many dear souls even within your modern world living with a feeling of smugness, and this kind of attitude towards others removes you away from living your life effectively and in the now moment. When you are feeling competitive towards another, where there is a possibility of little jealousy or envy occupying your mind, dear hearts, think about why you need to feel better than the other dear soul. Think about why you need to be validated when you are already enough just as you are. Why is there a need to label or categorize others? Is there fear that the other dear soul may possess something that you don't, or something you haven't truly and honestly honed, and you are merely emotionally reacting instead of seeing what needs a little adjustment and fine-tuning on your part? Sometimes, dear hearts, the inadequacies you perceive through your need to be better than the other dear soul is for your awareness to waken a little wider, for you to see that no matter what needs improving, you are already enough and all is good within all your differences. It is your interactions with other dear souls that give you a window of your own achievements, how much you have honestly accomplished and what yet requires your attention. By working together, being compassionate, kind and giving of comfort and help when needed, you are part of taking care of each other without the use of words. Simply by the love-filled actions you take, you encourage each other to do more, to learn more and to be more than you were yesterday, and together you learn where fairness fits and to celebrate all you have accomplished so far within the now moment of life. If you still require to find justice and push to find fairness in life, we suggest you to make a list of what is unfair and unjust in your life right now, and with what you find on your list, learn how the points on the list has determined your behavior and need to better than other dear souls. With the answers you discover, it's imperative that you are truthfully honest. To shy away from your own truth will create a deeper feeling of being held captive within your egoic mind and further away from living through your authentic self. When you look at the list of what you think as being unfair and unjust, you might find yourself being embarrassed and realize how much energy you have been spending trying to be what other dear souls think, how they are acting or being, when in truth you need to focus on how you are being in the now moment. Now, with that list in hand, the one that is filled with what you consider to be unfair or unjust, think if you would do those things to another dear soul. Remember, dear ones, you are not meant to be like everyone else, you are meant to be you, therefore there will be differences and that is okay. Remind yourself, dear hearts, that what you would do and what the other dear soul would do will not always line up the same. Keeping in mind that other dear souls think differently rather than to expect other dear souls to think, act or be the same, is a healthy approach to living your life effectively and in the now moment. We encourage each dear heart that is filled with the need to better than others and to be free from needing fairness and personal justice, and to begin living your lives not dependent on the actions, thoughts or ways of others. This concept of living can be quite a challenge for some, but we know it is not impossible. Maintaining a kind and compassionate center point within you is key. We encourage you to do all the things you need to and want to, but with the reminder of your actions coming from love for the care of others and for yourself. If you are not happy, you are not doing yourself any good, therefore you will not be able to give happiness to another dear soul. Consequently, there is emphasis to develop a good sense of calm that comes from within that will deliver happiness to you, and this happiness will help direct you to living effectively, and to interact with others in the best way possible. As so many dear hearts walk the path towards enlightenment, disciplined effort and focus is required on a daily basis, not when you feel like it. Even if your actions seem repetitive, if they are coming from your loving heart, they will lead you towards the right direction, and even after you achieve enlightenment, the work you did that brought you to this divine achievement is necessary to be continued because it is what works for you. Each step you take, you are reminded to give your whole body the rest it needs in order to rejuvenate and heal from any trial or tribulation that may cross your path. If you are still finding unfairness in your life, maybe try to change the words you use to associate with your emotions. Find out why you are frustrated, why you feel something is not right, and why you need to be better. Baby steps and honesty will create a path that will deliver you to all the answers you are seeking. Because life requires a certain amount of structure and routine, create your own rules that you can live with and meet, rules to live by that don't include everyone else, or include what other dear hearts are doing. Become a doer, instead of a complainer about what is unfair and unjust. If you don't like something in your life, then it is up to you, dear hearts, to bring all the changes you wish to see develop. Remind yourself it's not all the injustice and unfairness that counts, it is what you do about it and how you react. Get rid of the mental scoreboards, stop comparing and begin living your own life, here and now. Learn to define the divinity and good-natured part of yourself and begin living up to those definitions. Put all the learning you have gained from all your challenges and lessons into practice instead of just thinking of the words. Be the mature, loving and compassionate person we know you are and can be, not just for today but for all days. And so it is. I'm Ascended Master, Lady Portia through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com